with a wall. Some good racing between John HSV and who's that in the Aston?
Bruise.
Bruce. Oh, John's off. The understeered off.
It is very close back here.
Are you back in?
Yeah, so I'm sat with Bruise at the moment. I don't think it's updated because he's got a Nissan in front of him, which is HSV.
Well, so Kamangu's got an angry John up his bum.
Gallo just seems to be running away with it at the moment.
Standard. And we've got Albert coming back from the brink of death.
We must have had a bad event. We've got Glenn right at the back, actually. Sat behind.
Might have been an incident between the two of them, possibly. Oh! Someone's around. Who's at the Audi? Dask.
In the Audi?
Dask's around.
Dask.
Right. It happens. We have Albert who's trying to come back.
So it's hard to say where the closest battle is at the moment because everyone's sort of spread out. It's about a second between each driver. So you've got Gallo up front by 5 seconds, and you've got Satan Spam, then we've got HSV in a second behind him, another second or so is Bruise, we've got Skill, GRT, and then there's a gap back to John. John had an off, so let's see if John can start recovering. He's got
if you want to go back down to John and Kamangu and Albert, they're pretty close there.
Yep, we're sat with John now. So,
hey, did you return to garage or quit? How do I get out so I can cycle through the campus?
It blue screened, so you're better off closing the application, I would say, straight away.
So just quit.
Yeah, and then just come straight back in.
Okay. Oh, blue screen me. Stupid. It doesn't want us to have fun.
Albert's had another off. I thought I saw him in the back of the screen. Yep, he's hit the sausage and he's gone off. But
Albert,
I don't know if John might actually have some damage because he's not closing the gap up to GRT.
No action going on.
No, so at the moment we just seem to have everything's just holding station. So Gallo's extended his lead. Satan Spam's now 6 off of him. He's extended his lead over HSV. But it is all still relatively close. There's about a second gap between each driver at this stage. And unfortunately John seems to be dropping further back from this group. So we've got Gallo out on his own effectively, and then we've got 2nd to 6th all in a big battle. Skill looks as if he might be on a push. He's just closed the gap up slightly.
His stream dropped. His stream's gone.
No, it's back up again. You might just have to follow a different link.
Technology! Why you do this to me?
So yeah, it's jumping about all over the place at the moment. We're seeing gaps appear and then they're disappearing again. It does look as if Bruise and Skill are starting to push HSV along a bit. So I think we're gonna, in the next couple of laps, we're gonna end up pretty close between these three.
Gallo with a comfortable 6 lead advantage, 6 second lead.
So it looks as if GRT's dropped off the back of Skill slightly, and I would say it's just the pace that he's lost is the difference that John's gained. I don't know if John's possibly picked up some damage early on, and unfortunately in these sprint races there's no real opportunity to get in and repair your car.
Got some tight racing back here with Glenn and Albert.
Just jump into Albert. This will be interesting, 2 Porsches. We don't know if they've both got damage either, because we've seen Albert doing a bit of grass tracking.
Yeah. Ooh. Should be interesting.
So yeah, this is about the closest battle we've got on track at the moment, is between Albert and Glenn. Ooh, Albert's got the angry lights going.
Big flash of the lights. He's trying to get in his head. Doesn't seem to be working though.
So what else have we got going on? It looks as if GRT's right up on the back of Bruise now. But it looks as if gaps are appearing everywhere, so I don't know if we've had a bit of an issue. Someone's had
a few incidents.
A moment.
HSV has done very well to get up to 3rd. Take advantage of the freebies.
Yeah, any mistake made, you've got to take advantage of it. So because oh no, it's got the same ID. So what have we got going on here? So Albert and Glenn are still sat pretty close. And it is, everyone just seems to be maintaining that second gap, don't they? Pretty much.
Yep. Not much to report. It's kind of boring. Come on, fellas.
Let's see some... Well, we don't want to see it, but it makes it
we want
good entertainment, some murder, death, kill. We've certainly seen enough of it in iRacing just recently.
Yes. There's a lot of... Easy to kill yourself on this track.
So where's Gallo sat on the track map just now? He's not. Well, I don't think he's going to see anybody.
Yeah.
His gap up front is up to 7.3 seconds.
Pretty sure he's eating a sandwich. Or is he making it?
That would not surprise me at all. Eating a sandwich while rolling a cigarette and driving with his knees.
My normal commute to work.
As he now comes into Hawthorne. He's on to the Derek Minter Straight. Into Westfield Bend. Through Dingle Dell.
Only a pommy would know these names.
And then into Dingle Dell Corner. Hard braking into Stirling's. Get on the gas along Clearways into Clark Curve. Here's one for you. On to the Brabham Straight.
It looks like we've got Glenn all over the back of John.
So Glenn's on a recovery drive just now.
That was Albert. He's gone for the overtake. Coming into T1.
Has he got it done? He's got it done.
Easy. Easy. I think John's struggling with that Merc.
I think so. He does love that car, but it hasn't been
Not
kind
around
to him
brands.
on occasion. So is Albert going to try and
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Take advantage of John's weakness. He senses weakness. He's attempting it.
he's
from
trying
the
to hang it
outside.
up round the outside? Oh. No,
Oh,
John's a clever racer. He won't see any point in trying to scrap going in there.
I think he might be wounded. He's well off the pace.
So Gallo is almost the whole of the Brabham Straight ahead of Satan Spam. We haven't spent much time in his car. Sat in the Bentley. HSV's been the same sort of gap back from him pretty much the whole race. And then yeah, we've got little gaps appearing, little pockets appearing everywhere at the moment.
Bit of action at the back with Geordie and Dask.
So Dask's now caught back up with George after an early incident.
This might be entertaining.
See if he can negotiate the rolling chicane.
Geordie's he's at grass tracking it slightly, but he's fairly consistent. He's getting better.
Geordie is improving, it's got to be said.
He seems to be pulling away from Dask. And Albert and Glenn, they just seem to be right on
Glued
pace
to
with
each
one
other.
another.
So yeah, this seems to just be holding a steady gap at the moment. Geordie and Dask. So So let's head further up the field then. So we've still got Albert sat in Glenn's tow. Glenn, what have we got now? So he's 2.5 seconds back from GRT. Let's just keep an eye on that over the next couple of laps and see if Glenn can drag Albert with him for a recovery drive. But yeah, there's no real close battles at the moment. See, Gallo still got the whole of Brabham Straight to himself. He's going around Druids at the moment.
Seems like Glenn and Albert are making up time on Bruce.
They are.
GRT.
They are
Could
indeed.
make
And
for an interesting finish.
Bruce is only a 10th off of GRT. So if we stick with Bruce, soon we'll see Glenn and Albert
Glenn's
in
off.
the same
Glenn's
shot.
off. Glenn's off. Glenn's had a big moment.
He's got some damage on the front of that. She doesn't look too pretty.
I missed it, but sorry.
So let's jump straight back in with Bruce. This looks as if this is going to turn into a three-way battle very shortly. Albert's only 1.5 seconds off the back of him. So I think HSV's given a good account for himself. It's sat that same gap between him and Satanspan since the start of the race, pretty much. We know skill isn't a slouch, and we know the Lamborghini isn't a slouch around this circuit.
Our HSV is super quick, consistent as well, and that GTR's not the easiest car to operate.
Well, our old mate Binger, he swears by it.
The golden brick.
Right, let's jump up with HSV.
Wow, he's using all the track and some through named corners that I'm not aware of.
So is he actually closing the gap on Satanspan?
It looks like he is.
So it's up to 1.4 or down to 1.4. I think it was about 2 seconds earlier on, so he's made half a second.
He can smell second place.
It is, it's within a second. So maybe as that Nissan is shedding its fuel, it's starting to find its legs. So we've got about 8 minutes left. So
Bruce has had a slight moment, which has given Albert an opportunity to get up into his toe.
Yep. I've just cut over to them now.
And Albert is not the person you want behind you.
Here we go. Up to Westfield, Dingledale.
Maybe Albert's finding his rhythm now.
He definitely is.
He's probably about 20 minutes too late, but
See if he gets
Must
good
admit,
drive
Bruce
here.
is doing very well for someone that's broken his back or something crazy along those lines.
Yeah, he said he wasn't able to put a lot of practice into this event due
No, I'm
to
pretty sure
pain
he's-
of sitting in the rig.
So he's done very well to push through with back pain, because I know back pain, it's not fun at all. And I think it's hurting him now. Albert's all over him. He's made the move, Albert. Bruce just let it happen.
Yeah, I think he's seen that gap coming
it.
down, has
Yeah.
realised that there's no point in fighting it.
And he's possibly hurting as well. Physically.
So what else have we got going on here then? Dask has actually had Jords. That's something we missed. Unfortunately, those guys are well off the back of the field. So Albert is now, he's within a second now. Let's see when that time updates. There we go, down to 3/4 of a second. So I wonder what issues Albert had at the start. He can't be driving with too much damage because he's showing good pace now.
I missed it, but I think both Glenn and Albert went off. Oh, Albert's off.
He's off again.
Oh no.
He's had a little bit of a slap against the wall there.
Oh, what happens when you push too hard? Unfortunate.
So here we go. HSV now is
He's
second off of Satan Spam. And Kamangu's now closed up onto the back of John. So we'll see how that gap updates, and we might jump back there.
Oh, HSV's gone wide, last corner. I'm doing some hard work.
He's trying his hardest to
He's,
chase Satan Spam down.
I don't know if I want to chase Satan Spam down, but sounds a little scary.
There we go, little pockets have appeared again. We've sort of, you know, we've got a gap of 3 seconds, 2, 2, 2. And a massive gap back to Glenn. He's definitely driving damaged.
Oh, you can have a look at the car.
Yeah, the nose does not look pretty. Looks as if she's been 10 rounds with Tyson. Here we go. Kamangu, he's on the back of John now. And John probably won't be that happy. He's coming in number 28, I think, because maybe being in the GT4s, so he's running with the wrong number on his car at the moment.
I think John just needs a few bevies before the next race and he'll be back into it.
Yeah, he needs to hit the reset button, get back on it. Here we go. Albert is now closed up onto the back of Bruce again. He must have had... He did have an off. He slapped the wall. What am I talking about? So even with all the damage that Albert's picked up, it doesn't actually look that bad, and he is still carrying some pace.
I don't think Albert's carrying too much damage.
No.
It's Glenn. So he's all over Bruce again. Bruce is like, this guy.
Yeah, I've seen this happen before. I was thinking there's a bit of deja vu going on.
Yeah. I think Bruce should defend.
Yeah, well, we've got, I would say, two
it's only
laps.
2 laps? Yes.
I would say 2 laps, because
Where's
Gallo? Gallo
Where's
is now going round Druids into Graham Hill Bend. So
Has Gallo slowed down? It's like that gap
has come down, actually. Let's
maybe
go to
now
Gallo
he's
just to
making
see
his
if,
sandwich.
or he feels there's no point in pushing. Maybe he underfueled. Maybe he's in a different fuel map.
That would be
Oh,
interesting.
it has. It has come down
A lot.
We're now down to 7 seconds.
I mean, if it's fuel, he's still got plenty of time to probably have it on the lowest map and still win.
Yeah, we're still sat around that 7-second mark.
Bruce is doing a very good job of holding Albert off.
So here we go. Yeah, he hasn't got any of that straight left. He is. I think he's running out of fuel. Ah, no. He slowed down to let the
to finish the
let
race.
the clock come down.
Wow, sneaky.
Clever boy. Clever boy.
He was bored with this race.
Clever boy. To work that out on the fly, that he had enough time to slow himself down.
Why would he do that?
Maybe he was low on fuel.
Maybe.
Well, he's going to be low on rubber now.
In the face to everybody else. Oh, that was a good race by all, pretty much.
There we go. So we have Gallo, we have Satan Spam, we have HSV. They're all on the podium. Skill finished 2 seconds. It was the gaps that we see there. It was pretty much the same sort of gaps all the race through. It's a shame that there was it was obviously an incident with Albert and Glenn very early on, because you would have expected to see them higher up the field.
We've got HSV's done very well. He started 5th, finished 3rd, so that's
well done.
A good race for him, as well as who came 2nd? Satan Spam. Sorry, where did he qualify? I think he qualified further back, so he's had a really good race.
Really good. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here. So the boys are going to be jumping out, getting into their GT4 cars, coming back in. So they are having a second qualifying. I don't know what that is going to do to our stream. It will probably...
No, so you're going to have to return to garage.
Screen us again.
Is that... Do you have to return to garage before qualifying's done? And just chill there until the race starts, or...?
I don't know how this works, to be honest.
Give it a go. What happens if I press drive?
I don't know. Have a play with it. See if it lets you get in someone's car. Drive off for them.
Just blue screen. It just blue screened me.
Someone's nicked me car.
Looks like he's on controller. Nah, just blue screen me. Blue screen of death.
Yeah, so everyone's coming back into the GT4 cars. So what have we got now?
So I think with the GT4, I'm going to put my money on John. Going out on a limb, put my money on John.
Yeah,
He's quick.
he is. He is.
He doesn't like that. He obviously doesn't like that Mercedes around Brands. The GT3 Mercedes. Oh, Kamango, I think they've got another chat going if you wanted to get in there. I didn't realise that nobody wanted to get into this one. It's up to you. True. Cool. You're witnessing murders, or you're dealing them out? Yep. The blot. Oh, yep. The first one or the second one? There's two of them. There's. Oh, yeah. No. Love-hate relationship. That one. Just collected him. Yep. It happens. Oh no. What? Yep. Well, respectful handing back of the position, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's what we've had right from the start with this league. Everyone's been very gentlemanly. And
Glenn Unit, what's he doing? That's not the fast line, mate. He was grass tracking it down the straight, start finish. Not that it's really straight, but yeah.
I'll be interested to see how this goes, because the Porsche, I did like driving the Porsche in the GT4s, but I didn't see it as being competitive against the Audis.
Oh, it ended up being an Audi Cup, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Gallo's the quickest at the moment with a 133, but I'm sure we saw John going quicker than that earlier on.
What was he?
He was, seconds? I think it was about 132 posted earlier on.
Well, I think John's getting some beers in him at the moment. He's still stuck in pit lane.
Rolling a quick smoke while he's along the straight.
Needs to find that correct amount of inebriation. If that's even a word. Is now.
Copyright that. Oh,
yes.
Definitely copyright that.
Right, we've got Glenn coming in on his flyer, even though he's start of his lap and he started it in the grass.
So Glenn's onto his flyer, is he?
He's just finished one, but it's probably not going to. He's 1.7 off the pace so far.
Alright, let's jump in with Glenn then. So he's obviously starting to wind it up, isn't he?
Yes.
He's got a lovely little gap all to himself there.
Well, there's Gallo with a 32.8.
John out on the track, because that time that you set earlier on, that was definitely...
It would have been a third.
Was it about
30.
mid-32?
Because he was 7 seconds.
Yeah, the time on the board at the time was a low 25, I think.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so he should be
Should...
sort of mid-32s, which would put me... Well, it put him... Me? I'm not driving. It put him round about where Gallo is just now.
Glenn's had a
So there you go, everyone's starting to wind it up now.
Yeah. Albert.
See, Albert's just got a pretty quick time put in there.
We've got Glenn coming across the start finish, see what he does. Should be quick. Yep. Not as quick as...
Still nearly a second off of Gallo at the moment.
He's pushed a little hard into T1.
Let's quickly jump to Albert. Albert stayed out after that lap.
HSV. Gallo. Picked him again. That one here.
Where's Albert?
Gallo. 32-1.
32-1. That's where I think John was earlier on. So here we go. We're with Albert now. How much of the laps he got left?
Oh, that's a corner cut. I do like the blue Beamer with the orange wheels. It looks pretty cool.
Into Sterling's.
The noise of that BMW sounds like a broken vacuum cleaner.
It's no Dyson.
What, the Janetta?
No, the BMW.
Janetta's the Dyson.
The Janetta's a Dyson, is it?
Apparently. Or is it the Hoover? I don't know. We've got Geordie in the Janetta. He's the only one driving the Janetta. Funny looking car.
So the dark horse in this race, I think, is going to be HSV. He's had a decent
dark
first
horse,
race.
You got to watch out for him. He's young blood. Young blood. It's like Harvey Horse, who's not here, unfortunately.
Oh, young lad, is he?
Yep.
Not like us old boys.
Old boys. We're probably more immature than younger fellas, but you know. As long as the mind stays young, we're all good.
It's so hard to tell if you're on a decent lap or not in the views that we've got available to us.
Well, I think...
Or the one view we've got available to us.
Yeah, unfortunately, the PlayStation is... and the... Assetto Corsa. Who's the... Is it 505 games? I don't even know. Can't keep up with it, but they need to spend more time on it to help us out, because it's not ideal with the blue screens. Oh, Albert.
Albert, that's the end of his
He set a good
run.
time though. He set a good time.
Yeah, quarter of a second off.
Now Johnny Boy, he's on for a fire.
So John's now starting to wind it up. So this is he's off of where we saw him running earlier on. So it all depends on if the track's changed slightly. That looked like an off.
It's an optimum track. It's perfect, ideal conditions.
But if the temperatures have changed, you know, between his practice run and this run, he should only really have his tyres to sort out. So let's see what he's got. We know he's capable, so I'd expect to see him in the top 3, to be honest.
It'll be a bit disappointing because I've got money on him. With myself.
Yeah, you said you'd back him for this one.
I did. Don't let me down, Johnny. Looked relatively clean. Was it fast? How fast? Not fast enough. He's wide there.
Right, so who else have we got? Who's due a flyer? Skills just popped in there actually. He wasn't sat there a moment ago, was he?
He's good at that. Comes out of nowhere.
So stay with John. I don't know if this lap is valid though. We've got no way of telling.
Yeah, it's tricky.
You almost need someone sat in the race lobby that can see on the track map who's on a valid lap, who's on an invalid lap. I wonder if it'll tell us we
Timetables, maybe. Oh no.
So when you
gone off track.
Yeah, when you select a driver, it changes the cursor to red on that particular driver just to signify where you're looking. It doesn't actually tell you if it's a valid lap that they're on or not.
No, it's not like... Oh, actually... No, it should. So the blue is invalid and grey is hot lap. So on your track map...
Yeah, but in spectator mode, everybody's grey at the moment, so let's just pick someone for example, let's go to George. If I go to George, he just changes red immediately.
I know, but if you go off him, you should be able to see if he's a bit stupid, but yeah. So John's got one last chance to better his position of 5th.
Right, let's sit with John then, because John will be kicking himself at the moment.
He should be up there with Albert and Gallo. Maybe the beers aren't cold enough. Unfortunately, a few of the boys couldn't make it today, so it's a... Oh, John's just messed it up. So it looks like he's starting from 5th.
So who's out on track at the moment? So Albert is out on track. We'll see if he's... Is he gonna... Right, he's just crossed the line.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Just curious.
No, he's off.
If I leave the track...
Yeah, I think what I might need to do is...
I think you need to leave now and come back.
Yeah.
Or watch the start with just on HSV, for argument's sake. Then go out and then come back in. How do the KRL boys do it?
The problem is when you do that, because it hasn't got a source for the live feed anymore, because you've got to shut the program down. It stops the stream
all over. That's
so what I might do is quickly hit quit now.
Yeah.
To come out of the lobby. Have we got anyone on a valid lap?
Yeah, well, I got HSV, he's coming in now. I'm just going to stay on HSV. You go out, I'll watch the start of the race, and then you come back in.
Right, so I'll quit out now. I was too late.
HSV just sent it into the wall for style points. Like it. Something I'd do.
There we go. Blue screen of death.